introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Play action. It's Trubisky. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's up. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Now he'll escape to his... And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Throwing to start the drive. Parrish. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Hey, 4 down. Over.
On third down, Parrish. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Let's go, let's go. You see it?
On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll pitch it out to Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. A handoff for Washington. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Lock in.
On 2nd down, Washington. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without...
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So out come the Bucs now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Parrish. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Parrish. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. This is a giant. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
To throw on 2nd down, Parrish. Completes it to Ajayi. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Watch it now, Barney!
Looking to throw on second down. Parrish to the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Black 99 Philly, here we go! Check 59, right? Mike is 59. Gun!
To throw on third down. Parrish. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Come on, gotta go.
On first down, Trubisky. His throw incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now Trubisky to throw. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Lock in.
A give to Jones. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Malik Jackson there to make the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On third down, Trubisky trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Let's go, run the ball after this. Move.
Back to the air. Trubisky after the pick six. Over the middle, complete. That's Bird. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Let's go, let's go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Move. Come on. 180. Lock in. Gotta go.
The give is to Jones. Finding some room at midfield. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big run there by Jones. 62 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
You see it?
Trying to pound it in with Washington. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal.
Lock in. Gotta go.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are even at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They run with Ajayi. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Parrish. And he's got his target. That's more. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13 and also a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
This is Jones. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Red, up. Hey, 18. Lock in.
They go play action. Trubisky. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there at 22.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And they try to sweep to Jones. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 2nd down, Trubisky. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Trubisky. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints have moved out in front. And, oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive. Parrish trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Operating from the gun. Parrish. This is intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Go! Lock in! Yep.
Here's Jones. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Solomon Thomas in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Parrish. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Lock in.
They'll run it with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go play action with Trubisky. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
So what's the word I'm looking for here about how this drive just started?
Disjointed?
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. First down, took a bad loss on the running play. Take the sack on 2nd down. Now they got to come up with something big here on 3rd.
Lock in.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he gets it down to the 32. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Trubisky going to take it on the sneak, and he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This time, Trubisky will throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Gotta go. 18. Hey, gotta go.
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ronald Jones, a 23-yard run. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one.
Hey, 18.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Looking to throw. Parrish. He lost 6 there on the first down play. To throw on second down. Parrish. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
While there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Solomon Thomas able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing on third and long. Parrish. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
On second down, here's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up a third down.
Hey, 18. Hands up.
Back now in Tampa. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. The Saints on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hands up.
Here's Trubisky to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Lock in.
Jones. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they?
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw. Parrish. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again. They'll try to run with a J. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jay Ajayi, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. And he's got it up and through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Jones, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Now Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Buccaneers have it.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Here's Ajayi. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is...
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. From the gun, Parrish. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Again, it's Jones. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Move.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, gotta go.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. And an alley. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Didn't get a whole lot there, but at least he got out of bounds, stopped the clock.
True on every count there because I know for a fact that when that call came in, it was tagged with these words. Make sure to tell him if he doesn't have anything, get out of bounds. Save the time on the clock. Now they've got to start considering what their play calling is because they've got to push it downfield.
Back to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback.
And that's caught inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Solomon Thomas. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Parrish. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Hurry up. Here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time